Shane Van Gisbergen is 15th in points. He is sitting right on the chase cutoff line. One bad weekend ends his season. So on Friday, he chose to strap into a truck he does not need to drive, in a series he does not need to run. Then he did something in that truck that no foreign-born driver had done in years. Something strange happened at Richmond Raceway on Friday afternoon. The whole garage went quiet. Crew members stopped working and stared at the timing screen. A driver who built his whole career turning right had just put up a lap that nobody expected. 3 years, fans have said the same thing about Shane Van Gisbergen. He is a road course king. He is nearly unbeatable when a track turns both ways. But drop him on a short oval, and he is just another truck stuck in traffic. On Friday, that story cracked wide open, and the gap between him and the driver behind him was so small that people had to look at the screen twice to believe it. Here is exactly what happened, and why it matters far more than one qualifying run. Van Gisbergen rolled out at Richmond in the number 7 Spire Motorsports Chevrolet. That is not his day job. His day job is the number 97 Trackhouse racing car in the Cup Series. The truck ride is extra work. It is homework. It is seat time he does not have to take. He was the second to last truck to hit the track. Most drivers had already run. The board was set. Then he laid down a lap of 23.168 seconds, right around 116 miles per hour. That knocked Caden Honeycutt off the top spot. Honeycutt ran 23.182 seconds. The gap was 14 thousandths of a second. Blink once and you miss it. Chandler Smith qualified 3rd. Enfinger qualified 4th. Nick Lades qualified 5th. Behind them sat a field loaded with short track specialists, and every one of them had been beaten by a man from New Zealand who grew up racing sports cars. Now here's the part that makes this a record book night. This was the first Truck Series pole of Van Gisbergen's career. It came in just his 5th start in the series. It is also the 13th pole of his NASCAR career overall. But every single one of the first 12 came on a road course. Everyone. This was the first time he had ever won a pole on an oval in any of the 3 national divisions. Think about how strange that is. He has been fast in this sport since day one. He won in his very first Cup start at Chicago. He has stacked up poles and trophies on tracks that turn both ways. But the simple oval, the thing every American short track kid learns first, was the one thing he could not crack. There is more. He now joins Daniel Suarez and Marcos Ambrose as the only foreign-born drivers to win a pole in all 3 national NASCAR series. That is a very short list, and he just added his name to it. He is also now in position to chase something even bigger. A win in this race would put him among the drivers who have won in all 3 national divisions. After he climbed out, Van Gisbergen talked with Josh Sims of Fox Sports. He sounded like a man who did not fully believe it yet. "Yeah, wow, thanks to the Spire guys," he said. He thanked the crew for helping him settle in, and then he said the line fans keep repeating. "I'm stoked," Van Gisbergen said. "I don't know what to say. That's awesome." Then Sims asked him the big question. Where is this oval speed suddenly coming from? His answer was simple, and it explains everything about his season. "It's just time and getting used to things," Van Gisbergen said. He then pointed at the truck itself. He believes the truck teaches him things the Cup car cannot teach him during one short practice session. "These things are pretty similar to a Cup car," he said. He added that the lessons carry over. Then he said something that should worry the rest of the field. "It's worth doing this," Van Gisbergen said. "We already have proof that it works." Last month at North Wilkesboro, he ran the Truck Series race on Saturday and finished 3rd. That is a real short track. That is bumpers and traffic and tire wear. Then on Sunday, he took everything he learned in the truck and put it in the Cup car. He finished 5th in the Window World 450. At the time, that was the best oval finish of his entire Cup Series career. That is not luck at all. That is a plan. And the numbers back it up across the whole season. Van Gisbergen has 2 wins in 2026. He sits 15th in points, which puts him just inside the 16-driver chase cutoff line. He has already matched career highs in top 5s with 5, and in top 10s with 7. There are still 13 races left on the schedule. Here is the number that should make his rivals nervous. 4 of those top 10s came on hard, traditional ovals. He has also set a career-best oval finish twice this year, running 5th at Nashville Superspeedway and 5th at North Wilkesboro. The road course guy is no longer waiting for road courses. The new chase format has changed how everybody races. It has changed the math. It has changed the pressure. So NASCAR asked Van Gisbergen if it changed him. I guess initially it's probably a good thing for the sport, he said of the format change. He explained that Trackhouse brought him over for a reason. He knew the deal. Win a road course, lock in a spot. But he also knew that would not be enough forever. I certainly knew I had to get better at ovals, and I think we've done that, Van Gisbergen said. Then he made it clear he is not going to start riding around and protecting points. I don't think my mindset has changed every race, he said. He admitted he is watching points a little bit right now, with the cutoff so close, but he refuses to drive scared. I think that when you're not driving naturally, you find yourself in trouble, Van Gisbergen said. So yeah, I just try and drive every race flat out. That is the mindset that got him the pole. That is also the mindset that could get him wrecked. It is a fine line, and he is walking it in the middle of a chase fight. Now here is where the weekend got messy. The Black's Tire 250 was supposed to go green Friday night at 7:30 in the evening. It never happened. Lightning and heavy rain rolled over the 3/4-mile track right before the scheduled start. NASCAR waited. And waited. Crews tried. Fans sat in the stands and watched the sky. After nearly 2 hours, officials gave up on Friday night and moved the race to Saturday. The truck race was pushed to noon Eastern Time on Saturday. The broadcast also moved from Fox Sports 1 to Fox Sports 2. That turned Richmond into a doubleheader. Trucks in the afternoon. Then the Cookout 400 under the lights. Saturday night, with Ryan Blaney starting from the cup pole. And that created one more storyline that nobody planned. Christopher Bell was also entered in the truck race. He had qualified 17th. Once the race moved to Saturday, Bell pulled out. Van Gisbergen did not. That means he is the only driver attempting to run every single lap of both races on the same day. 250 laps in the truck, 400 laps in the cup car, 650 laps in one day at a short track in August heat. Think about what that says. He is 15th in points. The cutoff is right there. One bad night could end his season. And he is choosing to run an extra 250 laps for nothing but practice. Most drivers in his position would rest. Most would protect the cup car and stay out of the truck entirely. He is doing the opposite. That is the whole story here. So now the question sits right in front of the sport. If Shane Van Gisbergen can qualify on the pole at Richmond, what happens when he figures out Bristol, or Martinsville, or Phoenix in the fall? Do you think Shane Van Gisbergen makes the chase and wins on an oval this season, or is this pole a one-weekend surprise?